pleasant, happy new day. Welcome to the Happy to Be Nappy show. I am your host, Tanis Iskatani Hadapushkik Me Takomi of the Hachno Takni Yamasi Creek tribe. And this show is about every 4 years there's an election. And people that look like me, and this is why I have this afro on right here, because we are the soul people. We are the original people of North America, the United States of America. We are those people that every time these politicians use all these terms and phrases to brainwash us to vote for them. But voting is not your right. You fall into a trick bag when it comes to voting. You need to get your birth certificate authenticated. Then you won't be a citizen of the United States of America because you are their state property. You go hard for people that you don't know. I remember when Obama was running for president, people cursed me out. People that I've loaned money helped them when they needed help. But did Obama help them? No. Did Obama did anything for them in the 8 years that he was in office? No. But y'all go hard. It's like, I would say it's postpartum colonization because you've been colonized for so long on your land that you have amnesia and now you're like um, you have Alzheimer's disease because you've been so abused on your own land, prisoners of war. So we went those 4 years, okay? Now we went through the Trump, right? After we had Trump for 4 years, nobody wasn't saying nothing. And I'm American Indian. I'm a toxin to this land. I'm not voting for anybody because this is my land. So I don't participate in it. But I see how people get ignorant and want to curse you out, fight you. Family members, separating families. Like, how ignorant can we be to fall for the mockery, the game playing? Instead of you fighting to get back your land back, instead of you going to find out all the patents where your land is, okay? Everything with our culture. Remember back in the days, everybody had these afros. They were singing soul music. Everybody was looking like us. Everybody wanted to have an afro. Everybody wanted to be us, okay? But us don't have any carnation or intelligence of what's going on within your own land because you're so busy being a follower. If you're not following a politician, because it's nothing but politics, you're following an athlete, you're following a celebrity, but you never follow yourself. You never think for yourself. You never do anything for yourself. And it's always a big deal about who is doing what for us. In reality, they're not doing nothing for us. Anything. Anything. Now you have this woman, Kamala Harris, who has blatantly said that she's Asian and from India. Those two cultures, uh, which has taken over the United States. It's all been a ploy with the Asians and the people from Asia. They all got together to take over our land of milk and honey. And you know, I used to always notice, why does people from India have a problem? Why do they act so nasty with us in their stores, in their business? The same thing with the Asians, the Koreans, the Chinese, the Philippines. All these people have an attitude. And I figured it out because they're on our land and they're reaping all the benefits for our land, and we're not doing nothing but complaining about, oh, all these foreigners are coming over here, they're taking over. But this is your land. Fight for your land. Fight for it. When are you going to learn to be a fighter instead of being a complainer? Why don't you go do your research and go see all the patents that your ancestors have left for you? Everybody wants to be the so-called Black American. This Afro wig I wore today to show you I'm not black. This Afro is black. My skin color is copper color brown. Okay, copper color, copper tone. So where you get off with black, okay, because the government labeled you black. Black is a color code for the police department. They can do anything they want to you because you have no rights. So I just want to let y'all know, y'all got to stop it. That includes my family, any family. When it comes to politics and people start asking you who you voted for, how you feel about Kamala, the man, I just look at them and say, I'm not going there with you. How I feel doesn't matter, okay? Because any politician that's gotten office, what have they done for us? What have they done for you lately? Mm. Ooh, yeah. What have they done for you lately? They've done nothing. They make a whole bunch of promises, but nothing, okay? We are billionaires, okay? We have a lot of prosperity and abundance here on our land. But you keep get caught up with the narrative and the false narrative and the false content and the false labeling. We have gone from American Indian to Sambo to Pygmy to Sambo to boys to colored to Negroes to blacks, now African American. Okay? How can you be African and American unless you're from Africa? And we're not. They're not like us. We're not like them. And they know. And the thing about us, we get into, they never think about it. Okay? Think about it. Buju Banton got caught up in some cocaine uh, crap that he was set up or whatever. But when he finished his bid here in the United States, he went back to Jamaica. The same thing with Shine and all the rest of them. What's my man name with the patch over his eye that was in hip hop back in the days? The storyteller from England. What's his name? Let me think of it real quick. Um, dun, dun, dun. Rick, Slick Rick from England. When he got in trouble, they sent him back to England. Have you ever noticed that they never sent us back? They tried to play some smack with Most Def. They was trying not to let him into the country, but he's straight Cherokee, a Toxin, indigenous, aboriginal to the United States, Turtle Island, okay, North America, that part. They had to let him back in his country because this is his country, this is his land. So if you don't get that and you don't know that and you have not figured it out in 2024, I feel very, very despondent, disenchanted, disengaged with you because you're just a walking dead, okay? Like Kendrick Lamar said, I see dead people. And the only thing I didn't like about Kendrick Lamar, one of his songs I was watching, he called himself an African American. That's how you came up in the music business because Jay-Z had never mentioned in his songs. And then afterwards, he says, oh, because I'm an African in one of his songs. And then he did the 444 album after that. You know, they force you to make false narratives. You know, they force you in the industry to say it. Okay. Shout out to Isaiah Thomas, who lost his sports show, saying between 1492 and prior to that, we were always here. And do your research. But he did it. He came out and he said it. Shout out to him. Shout out to Rosie Perez that always said she was Taino from Puerto Rico, and Waka Flocka Flan, and Chris Brown, and Snoop Dogg, All them that claim all the time they're American Indian from right here, right here. I have a lot of respect for those artists that come out and tell you, I'm not African, I'm American Indian. My ancestors was Cherokee, Black, Mohawk, Mohegan, Choctaw, and the list goes on. Yamasee, feathers up, feathers up. My ancestors, look them up. The Gully Geechee and the Yamasee. We fought. Fighters. We're fighters. Shout out to my great aunt, my grandfather's sister, my great aunt, Lula. Okay, we called her Aunt Dada. Okay, she was a walker, and she always said, "We got Geechee." She said, "Remember, I'm Geechee. We're Geechee." So when she said "get she Geechee," that meant that don't play with her. Don't play with her because she's ready to fight you down. Those are fighting words. When she say, "You know we Geechee," when she say, "You know we Geechee," that means she ready to fight. That means she not playing with you. Okay, so our great grandparents and ancestors have been telling us who we are. If y'all want to get caught up in this politics, political game, because you have nothing to do with it, it's time for you to reclaim who you are, reclaim your ancestry, go get those patents and get your land back. If you're not doing that, then you're whack and you deserve all the abuse that you deserve because our time is coming. It's coming right now. We about to get our land back and we about to do all the things we supposed to have. The whole world is following our culture, that part. So I'm not going to be long-winded because I just want to make a point by wearing this Afro wig and showing you these two is not black at all, at all. And stop falling for the politics, falling out with your friends and family that's been helping you all your life. And a politician hasn't done anything for you, anything, but just cause chaos and confusion. So on that note, I'm saying peace and natural hair grease, much love and light to all those that's enlightened by who they are. You are a toxin, aboriginal, original, indigenous, Americans that was always here. We're connected to the sun, moon, and the stars, and we ain't going nowhere. This whole politics is a game. Don't fall for it, and don't let them fool you, and don't let them ever school you. You are greatness. Know that. Peace and love and light. All right. Peace. Peace out. And go to my website, HAPPY, the number 2BE, nappy, NAPPY.com, to support all my handmade products, deodorants, hair products, toothpaste, the whole nine. And I'm also a notary here in the state of Alabama. Make it a great day and know that you are greatness, my beloveds. Woo!